This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we address pothole season with PennDOT's Regional Press Director. Happy Friday, everyone. This is FYI, and I'm Ken Cara. Today marks the most solemn day of the year for members of the Christian faith. It is Good Friday, the day Jesus Christ was crucified on the cross. We talked with the Reverend Dan Schwebs, an oblate of St. Joseph, and an assistant pastor for Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton.
Then Good Friday, we remember Christ, after he had been scourged and he was brought to the way of the cross, the Via Dolorosa, the Via Crucis, in which he walked to Calvary where he died. So that's the reenactment of that. It remembers that moment that he gave his life for us so that we could have eternal life.
Good Friday marks the second day of what is referred to as the Triduum, which consists of Holy Thursday, which commemorated the institution of the Mass and the washing of the feet, Good Friday, and tomorrow, Holy Saturday, where the Paschal candle is lit. The culmination of the Lenten season is this Sunday, when Christians celebrate the resurrection of Jesus from the dead on Easter Sunday. From everyone at FYI, we wish you a very happy and blessed Easter. Here's tonight's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Luzerne County prison is on lockdown after an inmate assaulted a corrections officer on Thursday night. It happened around 7:30 p.m. at the State Correctional Institution in Dallas. According to the website for SCI Dallas, the inmate used a homemade weapon to assault the officer, who is said to be recovering and in good spirits. The inmate, who was serving a life sentence, was immediately transferred to another prison. The prison remains in lockdown until further notice, and visits have been canceled. The investigation is continuing. There appears to be a difference of opinion between the mayor of Hazleton and city council. The controversy comes over a proposal to require business owners to pay $125 each year to have customer parking in front of their businesses. Councilman Jeff Cassatt says the ordinance is nearly identical to the one vetoed by the mayor a few years ago. Cassatt believes the price is minimal because the reserved spaces would be plowed, swept, and patrolled by the city. But Mayor Joe Iannuzzi feels the fees would have a negative impact on businesses. The proposal is on the agenda for Tuesday's council meeting. Potholes and paving were the topic of discussion as PennDOT officials stopped by the FYI studios recently. Lisa Sugart has the latest.
Today, we are talking roadways and potholes throughout the greater Hazleton area, and we are pleased to welcome James May, who is the Regional Press Director for PennDOT. Thank you for coming here today.
Thank you very much for having us, and it is a lot of potholes out there. I was sort of chuckling when you said that, because we've been hearing a lot of feedback from people in reference to the number of potholes. So good to be here with you.
Oh, our pleasure. Well, since you started off with potholes, we'll get that over with right off the bat. There are a lot of potholes because we had a very extreme winter, so I'm sure your job is very difficult this year.
You know, I talked to some of the old timers around PennDOT who have been around for 25, 30 years, and I was sort of curious, because I'm relatively new to PennDOT, and I was sort of curious, how bad is this winter compared to winters in the past? And they've told me, without fail, every one of them says this is the worst they have ever seen it. And the problem is that we had numerous days where the temperatures would get up to 40, 45 degrees, and it would rain, and then overnight you'd have this very quick, very dramatic drop in temperatures, and that's what causes potholes. Basically, the perfect recipe for a pothole is taking warm weather with lots of water, lots of rain, and then once the rain soaks into the ground, you have the temperatures drop very dramatically, very quickly overnight, and that water gets in there, it turns into ice, and it expands, and it causes the potholes. And that's what's happened this year, and it's been a really, really rough winter. But the guys are out right now. They are out, and a lot of what we're doing is pothole repair over the next few weeks and months.
And there is a pothole hotline.
There is. People can call in, not just with potholes, but any issue that you may have on the road. You can always call 1-800-FIX-ROAD, FIXROAD, and that will take you directly to the county that you're calling from. There's some glitches sometimes with cell phones, but you can just ask to be transferred to, in this case, Luzerne County. It'll take you right to the county hotline there, and you can report that pothole or that concern that you may have on the road.
Very good to know. And speaking of fixed roads, a lot of roadways in our area are going to be fixed, and people will be glad to know. First of all, update us on Broad Street in downtown Hazleton, the Broad Street Corridor project.
Well, that's certainly one of the biggest projects that we have going on across the region, but certainly the biggest one that's taking place here in Hazleton. That was a project that at the end of last winter, they got to the point where they felt like they could have really rushed things along, and they probably could have finished things up last winter. But our project manager made a very wise decision, I believe. That she decided that she wanted to just hold off, because many times when you rush projects, you get them done, but they end up not being done right. And so she made the decision. She wanted to wait until the weather got better and to go back and to finish up what, especially in the central business district area, was not fully complete. So what they're going to be doing is at the end of April, they're going to restart the paving again down here in the central business district portion of Hazleton. They'll do the paving. That'll take about 6 weeks. And so that should be done by about the end of May, beginning of June. And then after that, they're going to take about another 6 weeks and do some of the final wrap up on things. They're still timing some of the signals that has to be done, some more things with crosswalks, just some kind of final painting and final things. And we're looking at by the middle of the summer having this entire project down here done. And it's going to be a really nice project. I'm sure that people are already beginning to see some of the signs of what it's going to look like with the new street lights, with the new sidewalks, even the colors. We were talking on the way down. Because it's federal dollars, they were able to use some of the black and burgundy colors. I just think it's a really beautiful project, and I think that Hazleton will really benefit from this when it's all done.
Well, I think you gave good news to people today. Getting rid of the potholes and Broad Street will be beautiful. But we're a little short on time right now. We're going to ask you to come back, and we're going to talk about some more road projects then in the future. So hope you can do that.
We certainly will. Thank you.
All right. James May from PennDOT.
Good news. Thank you, Lisa. Now, please take a seat at the Chamber's desk. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce has elected a new board of directors. Alan Wagner, seated third from the left here, was elected as the volunteer chairman of the board. The new board's term will start on May 1st. Congratulations to everyone and good luck. Let me tell you something about me. I like to eat. Let me tell you something about my wife. She likes to work out. This Facebook Friday prize would be perfect for us, but apparently I'm not eligible. Many of you at home are, and you can win a $15 Bottlenecks gift card and a free week at Core Fitness. So here's what you have to do. Go on our Facebook page, like our page, and answer our Facebook Friday trivia question in the comments section underneath the post. Here's what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for their Sunday edition. Find out what local farmers have to say about the harsh winter and whether or not it has had any effect on summer crops. Remember to pick up the Sunday edition of the Standard Speaker. There's a lot more to come on FYI in sports. We'll tell you where a Cougar football player will be playing his college ball. And coming up next, it's in the community and we're making crepes. You know, they're just like pancakes, maybe even better. Shout out to Talladega Night fans. FYI, we'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Let's go cooking now at Sand Springs. Today on FYI in your community, we're with Chef Mark once again, and we're making crepes, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Now, is crepes a dessert or is that a dinner?
Well, it could be a dinner, it could be a dessert.
Okay.
So we have two different items we're going to do for you today.
Okay.
We're going to do a manicotti and a dessert crepe. Okay, first of all, I have 1 cup of milk.
Okay. And again, you can use skim milk
Skim
or
milk
lactate
to cut
milk.
down the calories. We have 3 eggs.
Okay.
We have 1 ounce of liquid butter. We have a pinch of salt. And we have 4 ounces of flour. We're going to use a whisk, and we're going to whisk that together. Nice and smooth so it resembles maybe like heavy cream or batter. Then we're going to get our pan hot, and we're going to put a little bit of oil just to coat our pan. And we're going to get our pan and make sure that's all coated in our pan. And we're going to get our crepe. The crepe is very thin, so it don't need much batter. So we're going to put a little bit of batter in, and we just rotate our pan. So it's all covered.
Again, so the key is you don't want that batter real thick, you want it nice and
Right.
thin. All right. Okay.
Okay, then we cook that on the grill, and what we come up with is a nice thin pancake.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take this thin pancake, and we could put any kind of filling, blueberries, if we have some blueberries, like I have some over here.
Okay.
We're going to put some blueberries in there, marinated in some liquor and some white sugar.
Okay.
We're going to tuck our ends in so we don't have a blowout when we bake them in the oven. And we just want to roll that up.
All right. So once your crepe is ready, you put them in the oven?
And then we put them in just to warm them up a little bit, and then we put a shot of whipped cream on them and then garnish them with some blueberries. Another way we can do that is get some ricotta cheese and fill them with ricotta cheese and put our special sauce over them and our special cheese, and we could have a nice manicotti.
And you could be creative. You could stuff these with anything you like. Maybe your kids want to help and they want to put some fruit in there, or like you did with the whipped cream. Again, if you want to make it more of a dinner. And there is some information that they could find on your website.
Yeah, check us out at www.sandspringgolf.com, or check us out on Facebook to register for a $50 gift card.
Ooh, all right, and we'll see you next week. Next week, we are making quesadillas, so they should have what items for you?
So we should have a flour tortilla shell.
Okay.
We could get a 6-inch or a 12-inch if you want anything larger, and we get any special kind of cheese or any kind of special ingredient that you want. We're going to do a spinach one next week, so if you want to buy some fresh spinach or some frozen spinach, that will be all right too.
All right, we'll see you next week right here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
We are looking at a nice weekend in the area, and you are looking right now at the Hazleton Art League on Broad Street. When you get a chance, stop by. They have some really cool stuff and cool programs. Now here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low around 38, and then for Saturday, sunny with a high near 56. Saturday night will be mostly clear, dipping down to 35. For Sunday, it's a sunny day with a high near 61. That's Easter Sunday. And then on Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 36. Monday will also be mostly sunny, high near 63. Monday night, there's a chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 45. Tuesday, 50% chance of showers. The high will get up to 65 for Tuesday night. 30% chance of showers. Low will be around 43. Janine is back on FYI, and now she's going to jump into some really cold water for a good cause. Yesterday, she participated in a cold water challenge with Tamara Hernsberger to get people excited about a cold water challenge that happened this afternoon at Eagle Rock Resort. The event was being held to benefit the San Filippo Foundation, since 2 local kids, both brothers, have the syndrome. San Filippo syndrome affects the metabolism. People who have the syndrome can't properly break down long chains of sugar molecules. And now, here's Janine accepting the cold water challenge.
Hey guys, we're here at Eagle Rock Resort at the beach, and I promised that I would jump in this cold water for the 24-hour cold water challenge. I'm honored to be doing it for my good friend Carl Capus and the San Filippo Foundation, and I am challenging everyone at Eagle Rock Resort to join us here on Friday at 4 o'clock to come on in and jump in the water. Again, you just make a donation. It's $10 that we're taking. And Tamara's here with me, and I think she has some people she's challenging too.
I do. I am going to nominate all of my children, all 7 of them, their significant others or a friend.
Okay.
Peg Bono.
Oh, Peggy!
Tim Deutsch.
Okay.
And Tommy Burke.
And all the Lassant family. All right, I want to follow her. Let's go. Let's do it.
Ready?
Ready? Let's go.
And the turtle didn't get us. Oh, we did it!
Tamara was committed there. She went head first, so good lead. The money being raised will go toward a gene treatment. The foundation is trying to raise $2 million. If you would like to help out, you can make a check out to the San Filippo Foundation and send it to the address that is on your screen right there in Delaware. There's also a benefit going on for the brothers tomorrow. That's at Towers in Fern Glen. The event will start at 2 p.m. and will include a dart tournament, tricky trays, and local bands. It's a busy Easter weekend in our area. Make sure you go to our Facebook page or SSPTV.com for a list of events. Here's one last reminder that tonight is a United Night for Dementi's and the McDonald family at Sand Springs. Stop by to support this cause on this holiday weekend. It's time for Movie Minute right here on FYI, and we're going to tell you what's happening at Regal Cinema 10.
It's time for Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 3 new flicks hit the screen this weekend, including Transcendence. A brilliant innovator in the field of artificial intelligence becomes the bridge in the gap between man and machine in this sci-fi thriller starring Johnny Depp. Or check out A Haunted House 2, crossing new lines and breaking old barriers. A Haunted House 2 is the sequel to the hilarious box office hit starring Marlon Wayans. And finally, Heaven is for Real. A young boy suffers a near-death experience in which he claims to have visited heaven in this earnest inspirational drama based on the best-selling book of the same name. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10, 570-450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 570-450-7340.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
One former Hazleton area football player made his college choice official on Thursday. Julius Ward is on his way to Delaware Valley College. Ward, who plans on playing quarterback for the Aggies, tells us about Del Val's offense, and he looks back on his time at the Big HA.
Went there, I felt at home, felt like the right place for me. I could fit in, play quarterback there, and get my studies.
So playing quarterback there, what did the coaches kind of tell you? Tell me about the offense there.
They run like a multiple offense. The coaches really liked me. They saw my junior film and thought I could fit in perfectly.
And talk about playing here at Hazleton area. Which favorite memories you're going to take with you from Hazleton area?
I'm going to say winning our first game. And for my school, I was the first African-American Latino quarterback, so that was pretty good.
Ward plans on majoring in sports management. I'm choosing to start the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard tonight with volleyball. The Cougars, they beat Berwick. Brett Barron had a big day for the Big HA. Now to track and field, the Phillies and Colts both got victories over Pine Grove. In tennis, Crestwood got by Wyoming area. The Comets got wins from Robbie Shovlin, who won at number 2 singles, and Robbie Keenan. He was victorious at number 3 singles, and then Chris Vizzini and Christian Malcolmis came up huge with a win at number 2 doubles. On the diamond, Marion continues to score lots and lots of runs. North Schuylkill, they came up short against Pine Grove. Monoy area, they beat Panther Valley, and Hanover area got the best of the Preppers. The Blue Raiders, they put up 7 runs in a win against Tri-Valley. Now to softball, Marion, they knocked off Nativity thanks to a 3-run 6th inning. Mono area, they sank Panther Valley. Also, Tri-Valley, they beat Tamaqua, and Williams Valley blanked North Schuylkill. Now to read full summaries of all these games, read Friday's Standard Speaker. Okay, let's take a look back at the week that was with Ron Marchetti. It's Short Shot time.
Being able to pack a snowball in the middle of April is not good. Hi everybody, it's Good Friday and this is Short Shots. It rained all day Tuesday, then it snowed that night, and on Wednesday morning at daybreak it was 17 degrees on the 16th of April. This past winter doesn't want to let go. Naturally, it affects the spring sports. However, things did happen. Last Saturday, Hazelton Area's baseball club lost its first game of the season to Pittston, who rallied from a 4-0 deficit. But on Monday, the Cougars outslugged Wyoming area 11-7. Carriers Crew is 5-1, and that's exactly what the Marion Catholic Colts were after defeating Mono area and Nativity, make it 6-1 after routing Shannon Valley yesterday. The Hazelton area Lady Cougars also lost their first game to Lake Lehman. They're 4-1. The Marion Phillies lost their first game this week to Williams Valley after blitzing Pocono Mountain West and Lehman. But then the girls bounced back to beat Nativity yesterday. The Phillies are 8-1. MMI swept the Twin Bill from Weatherly in baseball. The Wreckers are 0-6, and the Lady Wreckers are 1-5 after losing to Minersville and Jim Thorpe. The Lady Cougars track team won their 6th annual Olympian Invitational at Jim Thorpe, led by Alyssa Stitch and Emily Malone. The Cougars split a pair in volleyball and won again in tennis. The HA Tennis Club is 6-0. The Marion Boys track team is 6-0. And the Phillies are 5-1 after sweeping Pine Grove yesterday. What else? Bubba Watson captured the Masters for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. Jabari Parker, Duke's all-time leading freshman scorer, is leaving for the NBA. Another one and done who could go at number 1. Finally, the Yankees pitched a doubleheader shutout for the first time in 27 years since 1987. They did it against the Cubs on a 40-degree day, a couple of degrees colder than it was for the Pinstripe Bowl that was played at Yankee Stadium last December between Christmas and New Year's. Mother of God, strange things are happening. See you then on Monday. Stay loose, and happy Easter, everybody.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 49th birthday to Peter Pavick Jr. of Highland, from your sister's mom, brother, Bear, and Audie. Happy 70th birthday to the best pop-pop ever, Cookie Timcho. Love from JT, Caitlin, Jonathan, and your family. Also, happy birthday to Cassie Kozel. I love you from Chad Wallace and Auntie Karen. And one quick announcement, the Mock Chunk Opera House has the following upcoming events. April 24th, Dead Winter Carpenters. April 25th, the Sensational Soul Cruisers. And April 26th, Sunny Shine and the Underwater Sounds. More information and the full schedule, be sure to check out mcohjt.com or call 570-325-0249. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Donna M. Generos of Hazleton. Funeral is Monday at 9 a.m. from the Furo Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. Charles A. Pitts Jr. of Gerardville. The Lukowitz-Orovitz-Fell Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Jeff Ackerman of Hazleton. Memorial is Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. And John E. Sabulish Jr. of Drums. Memorial Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the St. John Bosco Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is David Gortva of Freeland. David, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Before we leave for the weekend, remember tonight is the pasta dinner for Dementi's and the McDonald family at Sand Springs. That's from 4 until 8. And tomorrow is the Benefit for Brothers at Towers in Fern Glen. That starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Thanks for watching FYI. Have a great Easter weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Until then, take it easy, everyone.